Okay, hello everyone. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Robin Johnson. I work in the Product Development Lab in London. One of the things I developed is the Green Ball application that you'll possibly be using along with your Anywhere sessions. I'm creating this video just to work as a guide so you can see how it is supposed to work, and hopefully having seen how it's supposed to work it will give you some idea of possible areas where it's failing for you. Because no matter what I do, it's impossible for me to make it work perfectly all of the time, just because there are too many issues with the web and how it connects in. So what I'm just going to do now is I'm just going to fire up a session of it. I'm running on a MagnaLearn machine here, which has Camtasia screen recording software added to it, along with a few other things for developing the Green Ball app. First of all, it's coming up now. It's prompting me to check for an update. You will notice it automatically forces through some updates, because some of them I set to force when they're a critical update that because of a change to the Anywhere system has to be updated on the spot. Other ones I may put out will be optional, which you'll see the button turn green. This button here is green when it is initially logging on. So if I go continue here, you'll see I've already got my session details all saved here, and I've got it set to use the training portal. Now, you would always use the training portal for logging on unless you have some specific reason why you're not doing that. Such a reason may be if you're the back of the room guy and you're logging onto the session, you don't want, if you go in through the training portal, it will always give you the name of the instructor, just because of the sort of back door that we use for going in and setting up the account. That way, if a lab tech happens to have logged on for you beforehand, it will swap the lab tech's details over to be the instructor details. So if you were, as I say, if you were the back of the room guy, you come in here, click use a legacy server option, and in here you can pick whether you're in America or whether you're in the EU. Now that's important because if you're coming in through this method, it doesn't know which server you're on. So if you find you're joining the class and nobody is there, you probably picked the wrong server, and then you just need to come back and choose the other one. The backup server is kind of falling by the wayside now. We shouldn't be using it at all, and I'll probably remove it at some point in the future. Another point to mention, when you're coming in as the legacy server, you need to have the full room number, which is in this format here. You'll see I've only put in the sequence number here, but really I should have in the full number if I was using the legacy server, otherwise again it won't log in. So let's pop back to the training portal. We'll continue on at this point. Next bit, which machine are you logging on as? I've put them in the order that you probably should connect them, so start with the Anywhere console machine. I would say it's the critical that it is done first, because it re-establishes the audio connection with the students, and hence it's the one that's got the highest priority to get back online as quickly as possible. Following that, MagnaLearn obviously to get the slides shown out, and then any demo PCs, and then any other ones such as your back of the room guy. It just logs you on, and that's all it does for the final option there. So if I stick with the MagnaLearn, since I'm on the MagnaLearn machine here, I click continue, it immediately refocused the MagnaLearn there. It's logging on with my user details and opening up the session. One of the things I'd chosen to do there, which I should have mentioned at the time, was to have it automatically display the Getting Started wizard. You'll see when it opens up here, the Getting Started wizard is already displayed, so it's going to hide that so that it can share the screen. So it comes through, renames that machine to Left MagnaLearn, goes through, does the share, and picks the right projector. Once it's done that, opens a second session, because you can only share one thing per session. And it's the right screen this time that it's going to be sharing. So renames it, and it's your right MagnaLearn. And it goes through and it shares out the right screen. Now, any point going through that, it can fail, because I've tried to get it to use the keyboard shortcuts as much as possible. Occasionally one of them won't take, at which point it fails. I've tried to build in as much as possible various options to say, look, if this happens, do this, if that happens, do this, but without sort of spending ages trying to figure out every single eventuality. If it doesn't work for you, just stop it. You can always press F4, that cancels it, and just immediately rerun and let it pick up again. But now that it's actually gone through, it said it's shared out okay. You can come in here, you see it's remaximised the get it started pod. When you're setting up your class, you leave that there ready for the students joining the class. Once they're done, just come in here and go hide, and that gets rid of it. Okay, and then see if I click on hide now, it goes on and it tells me my screen's been shared. If I swap over to the other one, you see the slide that's been shared, and that's good. Alright, so that's the process of sharing out the MagnaLearn and some of the potential gotchas. I'm just going to go for that. Goes out of these, goes out of that, hide this.